So I want to talk about the 3 closing techniques I use on a daily basis. And they're all going to kind of intermix and combine together. So if I kind of lose you on it, try and follow along with me. But the number one is I disqualify myself. And the second is framing, and I'll teach you some framing techniques that I've used in the past. And 3 is becoming a good storyteller. So the first one, the disqualification. The best thing is when you ask the seller, what do you want to sell the property for? I don't care if it's a steal of $200,000. You always want to say, we're really not a good fit at this price point, because, you know, if I give you a cash offer, chances are you're going to hang up on me and we're not going to be friends anymore. But at that number, at your $200,000, I could be, you know, a buyer at terms. So by doing that, you're going to make the person almost chase you. So even when people tell me, like, Frank, you can't do this, you can't do that, it's not going to work, I almost want to prove them wrong, right? So I'm going to chase them a little bit. And in like car sales, they almost call it like a puppy dog close, right? Like you give them a little bit of a taste or a little bit of having fun with the puppy dog, and then you take it away from them. It's going to make you want to have it even more. The second one is a framing. By reframing something, you're going to almost go into storytelling as well. But let's say, give you an example of framing techniques. So I have a friend he has his apartment's really, really dirty, and I really hate people like that. You're basically telling that person around a story to make that person saying that you have a dirty apartment, and I don't like it when people do that as well. Or another thing is, I hate when people are always late, and your friend is always late. So you're kind of half backhanding that you don't like people that are late. So those are just some ideas of framing to change the perception of the conversation. Storytelling, you make stories all the time. You talk about past things that happened with your friends and family. Well, good storytelling in sales is just that. When you go to disqualify them, say, we're not a good fit, and you tell them why, and you reframe the conversation to make them chase you, and then you tell a story and I'll tell you what terms are. So then Pace Moby has a great F-150 story. You could Google it or look it up on YouTube, and I can't take any credit for it, but his story goes like this. He has an F-150 truck. It's got 200,000 miles. It leaks antifreeze all over the driveway, and his wife wants him to get rid of it. So he puts an ad on Craigslist for $2,000. And sure enough, he got no responses, right? Just a bunch of lowball offers. But when he changed it up and he actually put it on there for $3,500 with payments, he got a lot of people that actually wanted that truck. And he ended up selling it. So by framing and storytelling and disqualifying with a seller, combine those all together, it's going to basically make your pitch a little bit easier. You simplify it, the whole conversation. And those are my 3 closing techniques I use pretty much with every sale.